Imagine waking up every morning knowing exactly where you're going and why it matters, not just surviving, but thriving. Picture yourself living a life where every action pulls you closer to something extraordinary, a life so compelling you can't wait to tackle the day. That's what goal setting does. But here's the problem: most people drift. They go through life hoping for the best, and hope is not a strategy. Without goals, your life becomes like a ship without a rudder, constantly tossed by the wind, but never arriving anywhere meaningful. Today, I'm going to share with you the secret. The secret that transforms ordinary lives into extraordinary legacies. It's simple, powerful, and proven. By the time we're done, you won't just know why goal setting is essential, you'll have the tools to set goals so compelling that failure is not an option. Stick with me, because what you're about to learn can change everything. Imagine being handed a map, but it's completely blank, no roads, no destinations, just empty space. Now imagine being told to embark on the greatest journey of your life with that map. How far would you get? How confident would you feel setting off? That's life without goals. It's wandering without direction, effort without purpose, and potential without results. Clarity, my friends, is the key to unlocking your power. It's the force that transforms dreams into plans, ideas into action, and effort into achievement. When you set a goal, you're doing more than picking a destination, you're creating a vision for your future. You're telling yourself in the world, this is where I'm going, and nothing will stop me without clarity. Your energy scatters. You start a project here, dabble in something there, and end up exhausted without results. But with clear goals, your energy aligns, your focus sharpens. Every action has a purpose because it's tied to something greater. Think about it: how do champions win games, leaders build empires, or artists create masterpieces? They all have one thing in common: a crystal clear vision of what success looks like for them. They don't wake up and wing it. They wake up knowing exactly what needs to be done. Clarity is their compass, their guide, their power source. But clarity isn't just about knowing what you want, it's about knowing why it matters. A goal without purpose is like a car without fuel. You might have the best vehicle on the road, but without fuel, you're not going anywhere. Clarity is what fills your tank. It's what makes you leap out of bed in the morning, even when the journey is tough. It's what keeps you going when the obstacles pile up, the doubts creep in, and the path forward seems impossible. Now, here's the secret most people overlook: clarity doesn't magically appear. It's something you create. It's something you carve out of the chaos. You don't need all the answers to start. You just need to get clear about the first step. Write down your goals. Get specific. Don't just say, I want to be successful. What does success look like for you? Is it building a business? Improving your health? Strengthening your relationships? The more specific you get, the more powerful you become. Clarity isn't just for the big picture goals either. It works on every level of your life. Want to have a productive day? Get clear about what you need to accomplish before the day begins. Want to improve a relationship? Get clear about how you want to show up for that person. Every area of life gets better when you bring clarity into the picture. And here's the most exciting part: once you get clear, the universe responds. Opportunities appear. The right people cross your path. The impossible starts to feel achievable. Why? Because clarity creates power, and power creates momentum. It's like flipping on a light in a dark room. Suddenly you can see the way forward. So ask yourself right now, where am I unclear? What do I need to define? Because the moment you get clear, you start to unleash the extraordinary power within you. And when that power is unleashed, there's no limit to what you can achieve. What drives people to wake up at 5 a.m. to train, to spend countless nights working on their dreams, or to keep going when the odds are stacked against them? It's not luck. It's not talent. It's the power of their why. Your why is the engine behind every action, the force that keeps you moving when the initial excitement fades and challenges arise. Without a strong why, even the clearest goals can feel empty. But when your why is strong enough, it becomes the fuel that powers you through the toughest times. Think about it: every great achievement in human history was driven by a compelling why. Why did explorers risk their lives crossing oceans? Why did inventors toil endlessly in their workshops, chasing ideas that others thought impossible? Why do people sacrifice comfort, endure pain, and overcome failure? It's not because they enjoy struggle, it's because their why is greater than their fear. Let me be clear, your why isn't just about what you want to achieve, it's about why it matters to you. And it's personal. It's the emotional connection you have to your goals. For some, it might be the desire to give their family a better life. For others, it might be the drive to make an impact, to leave a legacy, or to prove to themselves that they're capable of greatness. Whatever it is, your why must ignite something deep within you. It has to mean more than the goal itself. It has to speak to the life you want to live, the person you want to become, and the values you hold closest to your heart. Now, here's the truth of weak why leads to weak effort. If your reason for setting a goal isn't compelling, you'll abandon it the moment things get hard. How many times have you seen someone set a New Year's resolution only to quit a few weeks later? It's not because they didn't want the goal, it's because their why wasn't strong enough. They didn't connect their goal to something that truly mattered to them. They said they wanted to lose weight, but they didn't link it to the joy of feeling healthy, the confidence of fitting into their favorite clothes, or the freedom to play with their kids. Without that deeper connection, their motivation crumbled. Your why has to be bigger than your excuses. When the alarm goes off at 5 a.m., it's your why that will get you out of bed. When the business deal falls through or the rejection letter arrives, it's your why that will keep you moving forward. When everyone else is telling you to give up, it's your why that will remind you why you started in the first place. But here's the thing, finding your why isn't always easy. It requires reflection. It requires honesty. You have to dig deep and ask yourself, what do I really want? What am I willing to fight for? Why does this matter to me? And when you find the answer, it might surprise you. It might stir emotions you didn't know were there. That's a good sign. If your why doesn't make you feel something, it's not strong enough. Once you discover your why, everything changes. Suddenly your goals have meaning. Your actions have purpose. Even the small, mundane tasks become part of a bigger picture. You're no longer just going through the motions, you're building a future that aligns with your deepest values and desires. Here's an example. Think about someone who wants to start a business. If their reason is simply to make money, they might lose interest when the challenges pile up. But if their why is to create financial freedom for their family, to prove to themselves that they're capable of building something from nothing, or to bring a unique idea to life and impact others, that why becomes their anchor. It keeps them grounded, focused, and committed even when the journey gets tough. The same applies to any goal, fitness, relationships, personal growth, or career aspirations. The more deeply you connect with your why, the stronger your resolve becomes. And here's the best part, your why evolves with you. As you grow, your reasons for pursuing your goals may shift. That's not a weakness, it's a sign that you're aligning your life with what truly matters to you. So let me challenge you right now, think about your biggest goal. Ask yourself, why do I want this? What will it mean for my life if I achieve it? How will it make me feel? Who will it allow me to impact? Don't settle for surface level answers. Keep digging until you find the why that makes your heart race, the one that gives you chills, the one that lights a fire inside of you. Because here's the truth, when your why is strong enough, nothing can stop you. The setbacks become lessons, the struggles become stepping stones, and every day you move closer to the life you were meant to live. That's the power of the why. Use it wisely and it will guide you to greatness. Imagine getting into a car, turning on the engine and hitting the gas without knowing where you're going. You drive around aimlessly, burning fuel and wasting time with no clear destination in mind. This is how many people approach their lives full of effort but with no direction. Goal setting changes everything because it gives you a roadmap. It transforms the chaos of possibility into a structured journey with a clear destination. A goal is more than just an idea or a dream. It's a deliberate decision to pursue a specific outcome. It's a commitment to say, this is where I'm headed, and I'm not stopping until I get there, but having a goal isn't enough, it needs to be actionable. A vague desire to get fit or be successful won't take you anywhere. It's like saying you want to go somewhere nice without picking a location. You need to define exactly what you want, why you want it, and how you're going to achieve it. When you create a roadmap for your goals, you're breaking them down into manageable steps. It's not just about the big picture, it's about the small, consistent actions that move you forward. Think of your roadmap like a GPS. If you know where you're starting and where you want to go, the GPS calculates the best route, highlighting the steps needed to get there. Even if you take a wrong turn or face unexpected detours, the GPS recalculates and keeps you on track. That's exactly how a well-set goal works. It keeps you oriented toward your destination, no matter what challenges arise. Your roadmap also gives you something incredibly valuable: focus. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose sight of what really matters. Social media, emails, unexpected obligations, they all compete for your attention. But when you have a roadmap, you can filter out the noise. You can prioritize your time and energy, knowing exactly what needs to be done today, tomorrow, and next week. And here's the beauty of it: every small step you take brings you closer to your goal. It might not seem like much at first. A single workout doesn't make you fit, and a single day of saving money doesn't make you wealthy. But over time, those steps compound. Consistency is what bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Your roadmap isn't just a guide, it's a system for building momentum and staying committed. Creating a roadmap also allows you to anticipate obstacles. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. But when you've planned ahead, those obstacles don't derail you, they become part of the journey. Maybe you hit traffic or there's construction on the road. Instead of panicking, you adjust, you find another route. Your roadmap doesn't guarantee a smooth ride, but it does ensure you know how to keep moving forward. The most rewarding part of having a roadmap is the sense of progress it gives you. There's nothing more fulfilling than seeing yourself move closer to your goals. Progress isn't always linear, and it isn't always dramatic, but it's there. It's in the effort you put in, the milestones you reach, and the lessons you learn along the way. Each step forward reinforces your belief in yourself and your ability to achieve what you set out to do. So what does your roadmap look like? It starts with defining your destination. What exactly do you want? Then you reverse engineer the steps needed to get there. Break it down into clear, actionable tasks. Assign deadlines, make it measurable, and most importantly, commit to the journey. Because when you have a roadmap, you're no longer just hoping for success, you're planning for it. Success isn't an accident. It's the result of deliberate action guided by a clear plan. Your roadmap is your tool for turning potential into reality, for moving from dreaming to doing. And the best part, with every step you take, you're not just getting closer to your goal, you're becoming the person who's capable of achieving it. That's the power of having a roadmap. It's not just about reaching the destination, it's about who you become along the way. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve extraordinary success while others struggle to get by? It's not because they're lucky, smarter, or more talented. The real reason is simpler: they've discovered the clues left behind by others who have already succeeded. Success is not a mystery. It's a pattern, a process, and a mindset that can be studied, learned, and applied. And here's the exciting part: those clues are all around you, waiting to be uncovered. Think about it: every success story, from the world's greatest athletes to the most innovative entrepreneurs, follows certain principles. They might operate in different fields, face unique challenges, and have distinct goals, but the essence of what drives their success is remarkably similar. They set clear goals, take consistent action, learn from their failures, and never stop improving. These aren't just random habits, they're proven strategies that anyone can adopt. The idea that success leaves clues means you don't have to start from scratch. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Instead, you can look at those who have achieved what you aspire to and reverse engineer their process. How did they overcome obstacles? What habits did they cultivate? What strategies did they use to stay focused and motivated? By studying their journey, you gain a blueprint for your own. But here's the catch: finding the clues is only part of the equation. You have to act on them. Knowledge without action is useless. It's not enough to read about how someone built a successful business or transformed their health. You have to implement what you've learned. You have to take the strategies that resonate with you and adapt them to your own circumstances. That's how you turn inspiration into results. One of the most powerful ways to uncover these clues is through mentorship and modeling. A mentor doesn't have to be someone you know personally. It can be an author, a speaker, or even someone whose work you admire from afar. The key is to immerse yourself in their teachings and habits. Pay attention to how they think, how they approach problems, and how they handle setbacks. You'll begin to see patterns, common threads that connect their actions to their outcomes. For example, if you want to improve your finances, study people who have mastered money management. If you want to become healthier, look at the routines of athletes or fitness experts. If you aspire to be a leader, learn from those who have inspired others to follow their vision. Success leaves clues, and those clues can guide you to your own breakthrough. Another important point is that success isn't just about grand achievements. The small, consistent actions that successful people take every day are just as important. It's in the way they manage their time, prioritize their goals, and stay disciplined even when it's inconvenient. Those daily habits might not seem glamorous, but they are the foundation of greatness. By adopting even a fraction of those habits, you set yourself on a path toward your own version of success. What's equally important is understanding that failure is part of the process. Every successful person has faced setbacks, made mistakes, and encountered obstacles. The difference is that they didn't let those challenges define them. They used failure as feedback, as an opportunity to adjust their approach and try again. That mindset, seeing failure as a clue rather than a dead end, is one of the most valuable lessons you can learn from those who have succeeded. So how do you start? Begin by identifying someone who has achieved what you want. Study their life, their decisions, and their habits. Ask yourself, what did they do differently? What can I learn from their journey? Then take action. Apply what you've learned, test it, and refine it until it works for you. Success is a process, not a one-time event. It's built on principles that are universal and timeless. The clues are there, waiting for you to notice them. And the more you pay attention, the clearer the path becomes. You're not alone in this journey. The footsteps of those who have walked before you are like guideposts, showing you what's possible and how to achieve it. Success leaves clues, follow them, and you'll find your way. Every great achievement begins with a dream, a vision of what could be. But dreams alone don't create results. It's easy to set goals, to feel the surge of motivation as you imagine your ideal life. The challenge lies in closing the gap between where you are and where you want to be. That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is the force that transforms dreams into reality. It's the bridge between your intentions and your actions, the link that connects your goals to your outcomes. Discipline isn't glamorous and it's rarely easy. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early to train, putting in extra hours to perfect your craft, or saying no to distractions that pull you off course. Discipline is often uncomfortable, but it's the discomfort that makes it so powerful. It's in those moments of resistance when your mind is telling you to quit that you build the strength to keep going. Think of discipline as a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. At first, it might feel impossible to stay consistent. You'll be tempted to skip the hard work, to settle for short-term comfort over long-term success. But each time you choose discipline over distraction, you're training yourself to persevere. Over time, what once felt like an uphill battle becomes second nature. Discipline turns into habit, and habit turns into progress. One of the greatest misconceptions about discipline is that it's something you either have or you don't. That's not true. Discipline is a skill, and like any skill, it can be developed. It starts with small choices. Maybe it's committing to write for 10 minutes a day, or choosing a healthy meal instead of fast food, or turning off your phone to focus on your work. These choices might seem insignificant in the moment, but they add up. They create momentum. And once you start seeing the results of your discipline, it becomes easier to stay committed. But discipline isn't just about grinding through tasks or forcing yourself to work harder. It's also about aligning your actions with your values and goals. When you're clear about why you're doing something, when your actions are tied to a meaningful purpose, discipline becomes less of a chore and more of a commitment. It's not just about working hard, it's about working smart, focusing your energy on what truly matters. The beauty of discipline is that it builds confidence. Each time you follow through on a commitment, you prove to yourself that you're capable of doing hard things. You start to trust yourself, to believe in your ability to achieve what you set out to do. That self-trust is a powerful motivator. It creates a positive feedback loop. The more disciplined you are, the more confident you become. And the more confident you are, the easier it is to stay disciplined. Discipline also protects you from the roller coaster of motivation. Motivation is fleeting, it comes and goes, rising with excitement and fading when things get tough. Discipline, on the other hand, is constant. It's not dependent on how you feel in the moment. It's a commitment to show up day after day, regardless of your mood or circumstances. Discipline keeps you moving forward, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. Of course, discipline doesn't mean perfection. You'll have days when you fall short, when you skip a workout or miss a deadline. That's okay. What matters is how you respond. Discipline isn't about never failing, it's about getting back up when you do. It's about recognizing that progress isn't a straight line and that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. At its core, discipline is an act of self-respect. It's choosing to prioritize your future self over your present comfort. It's saying, I deserve to achieve my dreams and I'm willing to do the work to make it happen. When you embrace discipline, you're not just building a bridge to your goals, you're building a better version of yourself. Each act of discipline is a vote for the person you want to become. And with enough votes, that person becomes your reality. So the question isn't whether you have what it takes to succeed. You do. The question is whether you're willing to cultivate the discipline to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Because discipline is the foundation of all success, the secret weapon that turns effort into achievement and dreams into a life well lived. Consistency is the quiet hero of success. It's not always flashy, it doesn't make headlines, but it's what separates the dreamers from the doers. Too often we chase big, exciting bursts of motivation, hoping that one spark will ignite a fire of results. But true progress comes from something much simpler and more powerful: consistency. It's the ability to show up day after day, even when the initial excitement fades, and continue to take action toward your goals, no matter how small those actions may seem. When we think of success, we often picture an overnight breakthrough or a sudden moment of brilliance. In reality, success is built one small, consistent action at a time. The athlete who shows up every day to train, the entrepreneur who works relentlessly to improve their business, the artist who practices their craft without fail, these are the people who succeed. Not because they have extraordinary talent, but because they understand the power of consistency. The key to consistency is recognizing that progress isn't always dramatic. Sometimes the results won't be immediately visible. You won't always feel like you're moving forward at the speed you want, but that's when consistency becomes even more important. It's the act of showing up, putting in the effort, and trusting that each small step compounds over time. A single workout doesn't transform your body, but when you consistently show up and work out over weeks, months, and years, you create lasting change. A single day of writing doesn't complete a book, but when you write consistently, day by day, you eventually finish the manuscript. This is where most people falter. They begin their journey full of enthusiasm, but as time passes and the initial excitement wears off, they give up. They expect results too quickly or lose sight of the bigger picture. But those who succeed understand that consistency is a marathon, not a sprint. They know that success isn't about immediate rewards, it's about the long-term payoff. Consistency also builds momentum. When you show up every day, no matter how you feel, you create a rhythm, a routine that starts to flow naturally. The more consistent you are, the easier it becomes to keep going. It's like pushing a heavy boulder up a hill at first. It feels like you're exerting all your energy, but as you keep pushing, the boulder starts moving on its own. This is the power of consistency. It creates momentum that propels you forward, even when you're not giving 100% effort. Another advantage of consistency is that it creates discipline. When you commit to doing something every day, even when it's hard, you strengthen your willpower. You teach yourself that success isn't dependent on motivation. It's a choice, a habit, a daily commitment to your goals. The more you practice consistency, the easier it becomes to stay disciplined, even in the face of challenges. And consistency doesn't just apply to actions, it applies to your mindset as well. The way you think about your goals matters just as much as what you do to achieve them. By consistently focusing on your goals, visualizing success, and reinforcing your commitment, you create a mindset that is primed for achievement. It's not about having a single moment of inspiration, it's about consistently nurturing the right mindset and attitude toward your goals. The beauty of consistency is that it's within your control. Motivation can come and go and circumstances can change, but consistency is a habit you can develop. It's a decision you make every day to stay committed to the process, to take that next step, even when the results aren't visible yet. Success doesn't happen by chance, it happens by choice. And the choice to be consistent, to show up and do the work, is the key to turning your dreams into reality. So as you set your goals and map out your path, remember that the secret to lasting success isn't found in one big push or a sudden burst of inspiration. It's found in the power of consistency, the small daily actions that over time add up to extraordinary results. The more you embrace consistency, the more you'll see how it transforms not only your achievements, but your life as a whole.